Hello, San Angelo. Welcome to the Live Daily News Show. I'm James Bellini.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
We have an interview-heavy show today. First up, we have Jamie Hardin with Shannon here to talk about their event where they'll hand out life jackets to children.
Then Alesha Ellis, the ASU Rambelle's basketball coach, is in studio to talk about their upcoming camps.
Also, Tessa, you take this one.
I wanted to go out to the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue yesterday, and they have some events coming up and volunteer opportunities.
It was really cool out there.
I
Pretty
told
awesome.
you we were going to have a good time.
No, we did. It was pretty awesome. We'll get into those interviews after this message from Jim Bass.
Save big on new and used cars and trucks at BassBunch.com.
When anyone needs a new car or truck, where do they go?
That's easy, BassBunch.com.
What? It's BassBunch.com.
Everybody knows BassBunch.com.
BassBunch.com. Did I hear right?
There's only one place, BassBunch.com.
If you want to save a bunch of money, the only place to shop is BassBunch.com.
Welcome back, everybody. James Bellini here with Jamie from Shannon. I don't even know your last name at this point.
Jamie Hardin.
Miss Hardin, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, what are we talking about? We some water safety going on. Summer's right here around the, and I feel like summer at this very moment, but it is right around the corner.
Yes, it is. It's here upon us. Not for today, but it's going to be warming up. So that means kiddos are going to be in the pools and the lakes and the rivers, all the things. So we are having our annual summer safety event. This is an event that we do every summer where Shannon comes out and a lot of other agencies come out to participate, but we'll have Shannon staff members fitting kiddos in life jackets, and they're free to, those kids are free to take them home. And so we want them to obviously wear them. Not only the kids that aren't very familiar with swimming, but even those that are. I've seen it personally when you go out on the lake and that weather kicks up and the wind and the undercurrent kicks up real quick. That can be a problem. So we want kiddos in those life jackets.
Now, even for experienced swimmers, like
absolutely.
And adults, you need to have.
Absolutely. My daughter was a central swimmer, and so even going out to the lake, she'll be right off the boat, and then just a few minutes later, she's 50 yards out. So, she's experienced, but still having that protection is just really important.
And they're not even just in the lake. Like you said, rivers and pools are important to have.
Yeah, and the statistics show that the majority of drownings do happen in pools. For those younger kiddos, 0 to I think 4 years old is pools are the most dominant way that they drown. But then the older kiddos are in those open waters because I have teenagers. They're kind of confident and full of themselves and think they're a lot better at stuff than maybe they are. But even in swimming pools, but especially in the open waters.
Right. No, I knew everything when I was 16.
Oh, no, me too. Just my kids know.
All right. So where do people come get these life jackets at?
So we will be out at Goodfellow Rec Camp. And for those who aren't familiar with where that is, it's right off Knickerbocker. The actual address is 1950 South Concho. So they'll just pull in the gates and read this. We'll have plenty of signage on how to get down to the pavilions. And that's where we will be. We'll have lots of, there will be fire trucks, police cars. So kiddos can take a look inside of those as well. Kona Ice will be out there as well. So it's going to be hot. So make sure that you bring water and all the things. We're excited.
No, you can see it from right there off Knickerbocker. It's right across the street from Stripes.
Yep. You shouldn't be able to miss it.
No,
but,
you should not. It's pretty obvious. It's right there.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've been out there for, I think this is our 3rd year doing it out there, and it's just a great venue. We have Family Power Sports is actually going to come out. They will bring, they typically bring a pontoon boat and a couple jet skis. And so they'll be out right by the water talking about propeller safety. That's a big focus of Safe Kids, of what I do. Just teaching people that they need to turn those propellers off and like when to do it, when not to do it, and all those things. So they'll be out there talking about that. So that's a really big piece of this too. Really, it's just an event to educate not only on water safety, but all kinds of safety, boating safety, propeller safety. We're going to have SAPD out there handing out gun locks. So that'll be great. And then there are, like I said, lots of other agencies handing out goodies just to keep kiddos safe this summer.
All right, and is this just a one day or?
Yeah, just one day. So it'll be Tuesday, June 3rd,
Okay.
4:30 to 6:30. And I will say that kiddos must be present so that we can properly fit them. And then we can fit kids up to 90 pounds. Basically, beyond that, you go into the adult small size, and we don't, this is just for kids. So, like I said, you must be present up to 90 pounds, and then when supplies are out, we're out.
Yeah,
and we do usually run out.
All right. Yeah, there's no, I'm going to go stock my boat with life jackets.
Yeah, no.
So,
Those kiddos have to be there and fitted on their person, so.
Well, that's good because they're getting one that's fit for them and fits, and it's not too loose or too small.
And that's the thing we educate parents on is that don't just throw a life jacket on and hope that it works, because if it's way too big for that kiddo, they're going to go under and that life jacket's going to come completely off of them. And so that's why we want them there, so that they can get fitted properly and we can teach the caregivers how to fit it properly.
All right.
So.
Well, Miss Hardin, did we miss anything?
I don't think so. Actually, the one thing we'll also be handing out these are water watcher cards. So this is really, like if we were at a party or a pool, I would hand this to you. You wear it, that means you're the designated water watcher. Your one job is to watch all the people in the water. And so that's what we're seeing. Unfortunately, in the numbers, people can drown in a pool of crowded people. And that's kind of, this is what we're hoping can help stop that by designating that one person, and that one person can't be on their cell phone, they can't be reading a book, they can't be talking to other people, just their eyes are on those kids in the pool. And so we're seeing a lot of success with this across the country, so we'll be handing those out as well.
Now you have a bunch of kids in one little area of a pool and one gets knocked down.
Yep.
And you just keep getting stepped on. Yeah, no,
yeah.
It happened to me at Slitterbond, when you're at the wave pool and you try to all jump in at once and you just get knocked down and it's like, ooh, I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing with like big parties and big family gatherings is you always assume that everyone's kind of keeping their eye on the kids, and that's definitely not the case. You get sidetracked. It's happened to me personally.
There's usually drinking going on there too.
A lot of adult beverages being consumed. But the other thing I will say, we never want kids to swim alone.
Right.
Even like I said, my daughter is a central swimmer. She was. I don't let her swim alone. Just a lot of things can happen. She could hit her head. She can have a medical emergency. And then, so no matter how accomplished you are as a swimmer, we don't want you swimming alone.
No, my father too was, if you hear lightning, get out.
Yeah,
Don't be in the water.
Absolutely.
And even if I had, my buddy and I went up and down the river there in Dove Creek.
Yes.
And it was...
Yep.
Doesn't matter where you are, just get on somebody's property and wait for the storm to pass.
Absolutely, and you can see with the storm last night. Now that took a while to build, but typically in our summer storms, they come quick. And
they do.
There's not a lot of warning, and so like I said, especially when you're out at the lake, those undercurrents and that wind, that can take you real quick. So.
Right. All right. Well, Ms. Hardin, we appreciate you coming on today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Back to you. Welcome back, James Blaney here with Alesha Ellis, ASU Rambelle's basketball coach. Coach Ellis, how you doing?
We're doing good. Very, very good.
All right. How'd basketball season go for y'all? Give people a recap.
Yeah, so we were pretty young this year, and it was we were learning at all times, and every day was a growing day, and we the chemistry, we're just trying to get that right all season, and for the most part, I was really proud of our team and what they accomplished this year. And, with some of those players, those freshmen, I think at one point we had 5 freshmen on the floor at the same time. So it was kind of throwing them in a pile of wolves, but I felt like they handled it just fine. And, they competed well and very smart players, and they just caught on really quickly. And really proud of the way that they just kept their composure and just kept battling every day. And they just grew all the time. So.
Because what I heard was if you're a freshman, you can get some playing time at ASU.
Absolutely. That's what we recruit them. Right. And, the sooner that we can get those young ones in the game, the brighter our future is. And so we try to do that as much as we can and win.
Right. Now, ASU has fantastic athletic facilities and athletic teams. It always seems like every team is going somewhere.
Yes, yeah. And, that's a blessing. That's one of the reasons why Andy and I came to Angelo State is just because of that kind of culture that they have here, and they give you a legitimate shot to be successful here, and they give you what you need. And the fan support has just been amazing to us, and they've made it feel like home here, and they support our team so well, and that's everything we wanted in a coaching job. So,
well, I mean, you kind of give back. You got some basketball camps coming up.
Yes, we sure do, and super excited for those. We always look forward to those because just getting to know those kids and the connections that we make through these camps are everything. And that's really the type of players that we recruit and we usually end up getting are the ones that we've developed relationships with, especially on the women's side, over time.
Right.
Mom and dad want them to come to a place that they can trust and that they know that they'll be taken care of. And so this is just another chance for us to get students on our campus so that they get more familiar with the school and our coaching staff, and just developing that relationship with their parents is very important to us.
Right. We also get some future Rambelles out there.
Absolutely, right? That's what we're looking for.
Have y'all signed any kids that came to camps that have grown up in the program and all of a sudden became Rambelles?
Hallie Hughes from Christoval is one of them, and we're super excited for her. That's local talent, and there's nothing better than that, just being able to grab a player that's local, that's going to come in and make an immediate impact on our program in a positive way, and that just goes both on and off the floor for her. Her family's amazing, big time supporters, and just very blessed that we got the opportunity to steal her. So
yeah, Ben and I both went to Christoval.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I've been covering Hallie, and Blaylock had nothing but good things to say about her.
Absolutely. Yeah,
she's
great kid.
She's a good one.
Great kid, for sure.
All right, how much do these camps cost? When are they? And
so we have 5 camps this year, and one of them is the position day camp, and that's June 10 and 11. So we're actually going to be going 10th through the 21st. And we've got these 5 camps spread across those 11 days or however many days it is. And the position camp is just a camp that, players that can come to that are trying to, we'll have like a point guard station, post station, and, guard station, all these different stations that we will divide these players up into and just spend 2 days within those groups, just trying to get better and everything. We get a lot of players that come to that camp that want to play multiple positions. So like that for their high school team, they may be playing a point guard position, but on their AAU team, they may be playing a post position. Right. And so to get that extra work, and vice versa, right? So, but to get that extra work, they come to these camps to try to work on, multiple positions and stuff like that. And then we have the elite camp, and that is on June 12th. And I'll tell you, this is a very special camp, and it's one that I look forward to. I look forward to all of them, but this is the one that, we try to make those connections. These are the older players, high school players, and it's open to the public, so, it's not invitational only. And we give them a tour of the campus. I mean, we really try to make a good impression on these guys as far as the school goes, and we tell them all about it. We tell them about our history, all of our success in all the sports. They get a great preview of Angelo State at this camp. And, we have thick competition. We try to play as much as we can. So we will do a few skills, but it's mainly just playing one-on-one, 2-on-2, 5-on-5 type things. And this gives us a chance to really see who they are as a player, and then also just their skill set in a game situation. Attitude's everything. And so seeing how they react to adversity is something that we recruit, and that helps us get to know the players better. And then our Baby Bells camp, it too is one of my favorites. It's for the babies, and that one is kindergarten through 3rd grade, and they that's 9 to noon on June 16th through 18th, and this is probably our most popular camp, I would say. And, you know, we used to bust out the slip and slides for this camp. And we haven't done that at Angelo State yet. We're wanting to. I don't know. We don't know how much.
Probably liability.
Yeah, right. I don't want to get in trouble. But we would do that for like loose ball drills. So,
okay.
Yeah, see, it's
cool.
Yeah,
Important.
yeah, right.
What are we doing?
You dive. Yeah, you dive for the ball. And
you were sliding across the court? Come on.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. But this camp, you know, we have all hands on deck with this thing. We try to get as many players back for this camp as much as we can, just because, you know, it takes a lot of time to tie shoes and go to the bathroom and do all of those things. But spending a lot of time on fundamentals the whole time. We will be doing fundamentals, and then, of course, they love to play. They want to play, you know, the 3-on-3, 5-on-5 type stuff. And so, but I remember as a kid, and I was that age, I think that's what separated me from a lot of players is my parents put me in these camps that were all fundamentals. It was, you know, the panhandle of Texas, and that's all they practiced is fundamentals. And so I wanted to make sure that we gave back to the community in that way and made sure that camp was in place. That goes along with our fundamental camp, which is June 19th through 21st. And this is for third graders through 8th. So a lot of the same things. Obviously, it's not as long as the Baby Bells camp. I'm sorry. It's longer than the Baby Bells camp because it goes 9 to 5. And this fundamental camp is the same camp that I grew up going to when I was little. There's a lot of the same things that, you know, we're doing now that we did back in the day. And the reason why is because it worked. It worked for me. It worked for all those around me. And, you know, when I was in high school, there were times that there were 9 Division I players on the court at the same time. And a lot of those players were going through those camps, the same camps that I all went to. And so we try to mirror that camp after the ones that we've grew up going to. And I will be the first to say a lot of fundamentals. I mean, it goes back to fundamentals and, you know, just trying to rep those as much as possible. These camps are not going to, you're not going to come to these camps and then leave with a scholarship in place. You know, like it's not going to make you into this all-star player just by going to this camp. But what it will do is give you the skills that you need to go home and practice, and just the little routines. We're going to teach these guys routines in the fundamental camp, like ball handling routines, shooting workouts, all those things that they can take home with them in order for them to become the player that they want to be, you know. And that's what separates players. It's the ones that are coming to these camps and taking what they learn back home and using that every day. So.
All right.
And then we have our team camp June 13th through 15th. And that's just for all the teams across wherever the world for them to come in and play. I don't know how many games they have. It's June 13th through 15th. They get camp shirts, awards, tours of the Janelle Center, and they all go until 5 o'clock every day. And so, they just come in and compete. And again, you know, it's a chance for us team camp is a chance for us to get to see these teams play. But not only that, they, you know, parents can come in and watch. And we always try to warn them, like, we're not playing for, like, a golden ball or anything like that. But it's important to have good sportsmanship.
So be respectful.
That's right. Be respectful to the referees that have taken time out of their own schedules to come and help us referee. And, you know, we pay attention to how those parents act, too, during games. And that's part of the recruiting process. And I don't know if everybody understands that, but when we go watch players and recruit them, we watch mom and dad, too.
Yeah, you could be ruining your kid's shot at a scholarship. So just sit down and watch the game. You're not a coach. School boards out there. Let me tell you about it. Where do people go to get registered? Where do they?
So they are going to go to www.bellebasketballcamps.com, and that should pull up all of the camps to register on. Real easy. It's not hard at all. The contact numbers is Steph, and the name is Stephanie Ruiz. She's our assistant, and she has done such a great job of getting all this organized, along with Andy Ellis. They've killed it, and that's the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, you know, that takes all the time and organization and all of that stuff. But Stephanie Ruiz, and her phone number is 210-310-4068. And her email is Stephanie, STEPHANIE .Ruiz, RUIZ @angelo.com.
All right.
And that's where they'll go. So.
All right. Well, Coach Ellis, is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I just appreciate you having us on and reaching out, and hopefully we can get a lot of kids at our camp so that we can have a lot of bells in the future.
How many do y'all usually have at these camps?
I think total, not including the team camp, because obviously the team camps bring in a ton of players, but about 100, 200.
All right.
Not including the team camp, so.
That's a good number of girls, though. So.
Yes, absolutely. We're very blessed to have them on our campus. So we take every opportunity we can to, just develop a relationship with them. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Ellis, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Back to you guys.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
My man's been working so hard lately, wants to give me so much more than I could ever dream, but just to hold him close is such a luxury. I have his heart and that's enough for me.
Awesome. Hey, y'all, it's Tessa. I'm here with Kim at Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue. Tell us a little bit about why you guys are out here, what y'all do out here, what got y'all started.
Awesome. So we out here, we rescue donkeys, Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue. We're the world's largest equine rescue. And what we do is we take in donkeys from abuse, neglect, abandonment situations. We also capture out in the Death Valley region. We manage 5.5 million acres of wild burrow habitat out there. We bring these donkeys in. Our eventual goal is to find each one a home, and so these guys that we're with right now, these are some of our donkeys that are in training, and they are training to be socialized, halter broke, lead broke, stand tied, and pick up all 4 feet, and so they'll be ready to go to their new homes. We want to give a voice to the donkeys. There's horse rescues everywhere you look, but donkey rescue is just not something that's on people's minds. They don't realize there's a need for it, so that's what we do.
So how exactly do you guys go about rescuing the donkeys, or how do you hear of cases where they need to be rescued? Or I always saw that y'all have some pigs and you're not donkey exclusive.
Right. So we do it. We have an owner surrender program where if people get into a bind for whatever situation, life changes throw at them, they can reach out to us and file a rescue case for them, and if we have the resources at the time, we can take in the owner surrenders. We also work with law enforcement agencies across the country on seizures and abuse and neglect cases. And then again, the Wild Burrow Project, where we manage 5.5 million acres where the donkeys are not protected by the Wild Horse and Burrow Act. So those lands, the donkeys, the only other option for them is destruction. So we come in and we take as many as we can, and we bring them in and we train them to be friendly and happy and social, and we get them adopted out into their forever homes from here.
So on this fella, we have some sunscreen.
Yeah.
Do they all need sunscreen, or is it just the lighter colored donkeys? Or
just the donkeys that have a white face? There are some of them, and not necessarily all of them, but some of them do have a little bit more sensitivity to the sun, just like people. So she gets to wear her summer sunscreen.
Is she less likely to be adopted because of that, or?
Not necessarily. We have her requirement to be adopted would be that she would need to go to somewhere that she has shade, ample shade that she can get out of the sun, and the possibility of wearing a fly mask and being able to put sunscreen on her. So she has a little bit of a special need that comes with her, but that's the case with some rescue donkeys. You know, they all got little dings and dents.
So donkeys are herd animals. Do you guys have a policy on adopting at least 2, or do you just make sure that people have more than one on their land? Sorry,
Yeah.
thank you.
So yes, in order to adopt a donkey, if you don't already have an equine at your home, you would have to adopt 2. Donkeys don't do well by themselves. They are herd animals. They do need friends so that they can maintain their social behaviors, and also that they can sleep. They need to be able to lay down and know that somebody's watching over them as they're sleeping. So that's why we require at least 2. But if somebody's out there interested in adopting, I recommend at least 5 for a good little herd size. It seems to be good.
How do people go about adopting through you guys?
You can go to our website, donkeyrescue.org. There's a link for our adoption application. You can read through our adoption policy and then fill out an application there. It comes to us. You would have to submit some photos of your area where the donkey would be. A shelter is a requirement. You have to have a vet and a farrier reference, but all that stuff's on the application, and once you get that done, we kind of go through our vetting process. Then you'd be approved, and you'd be able to make an appointment to come meet the donkeys for adoption. They're actually ready to go.
Okay, awesome. I have it under authority that you guys take donations and stuff. How do people get about that, and what do you primarily take? Do you need feed or just money donations? Or
we're always happy to take any kind of donation that is relevant to the business, but you can always go to our website, again, donkeyrescue.org. There's a link on there that you can donate directly. Also, one way, if people can't financially contribute, that's okay. We completely understand that. We have volunteer opportunities out here, and this is a great time, especially this summer here in San Angelo, for something to do. If you're looking to get out of the house, if you're looking for something for the kids to do, we have a lot of new volunteer programs that we just started this year. So, for example, the Cuddle Club, and the purpose of that one is just to come out and socialize our moms and babies. So we have we did a big rescue with a lot of pregnant moms, and they're all having their babies. We have about 30 babies right now. So as you can imagine, that's a little bit overwhelming to try to get them all socialized and friendly and used to people for our staff. So that's one of the opportunities that you can sign up for, and all it is just coming and hanging out with baby donkeys. So that's a cool one. We also have a new one that's going to be starting soon. It's called Tale Tales, and it's a summer reading opportunity for kids to be able to come out, sit with our friendly adoptable donkeys, and just read out loud to the donkeys. It helps to expose the donkeys to other people, to small people that they're not necessarily always used to. So anybody, but it's for all ages. So anyone from just learning to read to you just want to come out here and hang out with the donkeys and read out loud to them. We're going to have special spaces set up for it. It's going to be nice, relaxing, and quiet. We always have opportunities for people to come out and clean. There's never a shortage of cleaning out here. But another one of our fun volunteer opportunities is called the Snack and Play Day. And it's where the donkeys, you get to fill up their enrichment toys and distribute their enrichment toys throughout the pens and watch them tackle the fruit and figure out the puzzles. So the enrichment day is actually a really cool opportunity to volunteer too. So those are all some new exciting volunteer things we haven't had, and that's a great way to contribute if you can't financially. So.
That is awesome, and you guys do tours out here, right?
Yes, we do tours Monday through Saturday, 9 to 2. We ask that you call, and our number is 866-366-5731 to make an appointment, but we also always have space for walk-in tours too, if it's just one of those things where you're like, hey, we have an extra hour to waste. Let's go out to the donkey rescue and see the donkeys. We have over 1,000 out here. Tours are completely free. We have a gift shop that you can browse through and buy some cool donkey merch when you're here. So you can come up and love on these donkeys. You get sunscreen on you.
Right.
So there's a lot of summer fun to be had here at Peaceful Valley.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you wanted to mention? Or?
Just that, come out, meet the donkeys. We love for people to come out here and spread the word about donkeys and what we do. Come out here and meet us. meet the people, meet the donkeys. It's just a good time. It's just fun. We want people to understand that these animals are social. They're friendly, they're goofy, they're silly, they're lovable, and they're definitely worth our time and our effort. We'd love to have you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Y'all get out to the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue. I'm going to go play with some baby donkeys.
Heart and that's enough for me. I have his heart and that's enough for me. I have his heart and that's enough for me.
In weather, right now it's 74 degrees outside and the low tonight is around 65.
Over the weekend, on Saturday, the high is 88 and it will be mostly sunny. Then the low that night will drop down to 68. On Sunday, the high jumps back up to 95 and things cool down to 70 overnight.
Then on Monday, the high will be 96 and we have a 20% chance of rain, and that hangs around until Wednesday.
And we will be right back after a quick word from Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show.
The only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley.
Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms.
And download the San Angelo Live mobile app.
For the live team, I'm James Bellini.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
And we will see you next week.